Good morning, church family. As I know, we all know, Pastor said it, he didn't need to. It's the fifth Sunday after Epiphany, but probably more better known as Super Bowl Sunday. Especially for this community, we're all excited because our Buccaneers are back in the big game. And I'm so excited, I even brought the TV remote with me. Can't wait to turn that baby on and watch the show. And it got me thinking that maybe there's a parable here. Parable is a way that Jesus would teach quite often in the Gospels. It's an earthly story with a heavenly message. Parable teaches us something about who we are and who we could be. Well, in my house, I found the parable of the television remote. You see, a few years ago, I wanted to upgrade my television, and they were getting really nice and amazing what they could do, and the prices were coming down. So I did some research, and I found a TV, got it, and ended up really liking it a lot. And a couple years later, I bought the same TV a couple more times and just replaced all 3 televisions in the house. So now all the televisions have the exact same remote, which is nice, especially when the batteries die. And you don't feel like changing the batteries. You can just go grab another remote. Who would do that? Apparently my teenagers would. And you'll hear in the gospel today and how this parable of the remote, I started to think of how this would tie in. Jesus is busy. He's rolling up his sleeves. He's getting to work. He's preaching. He's teaching. He's healing from sunup till sundown. And then he goes and he prays. Recharges his batteries. Is what I was thinking. There's the parable. There's the message. You need to get new batteries and get us going. But then I thought maybe it's something deeper than just refreshing your batteries. Maybe the remote is a symbol of control. If this past year has taught us anything, it's that we don't have a lot of control over what's going on in our lives. We don't have a lot of control over illness. We don't have a lot of control over jobs. We don't have a lot of control over the people that we love and care about in our lives. It'd be great if we could just push a couple buttons and make some changes, but it just doesn't work that way. Look to Jesus to be the model. Roll up your sleeves. There is a lot you can do. It's called love. Loving God, loving people, serving your neighbor. That we have control over. That is a power that's in our hands that we need to make use of. But the things we can't control, again, the model of Jesus. He was given all authority over heaven and earth, and yet still, he looked to the one who gave that to him. It was God. And I love verse 35. It's just right there in the middle, and it says all you need to know. In the morning, while it was still dark, still very dark, he got up and went out to a deserted place, and there he prayed. Church family, I hope we can do that too. In the midst of our service, and you guys are amazing with all this service. Just the Super Bowl of caring, if you walk into our narthex, you'll see piles of food that's stacked up from all your generosity that will go to love and to feed our neighbor. But when the day is done or when the day has begun, put down that control. Realize that we can come to the one who has that control, who has that power, and we can come in prayer and find the peace that we're longing for, find the answers that we're seeking, and find a God who's listening, a God who's always within reach, and a God who loves us always.